What's up YouTube, Skater Booby 3 here. Today I'm showing you guys my new improved Gladiator Beast deck. I just came in 12th place yesterday at AU. You don't know what that place is Alternate Universe. It's locals where Fraser Smith, Shane McKay, Silverman, sometimes Alistair, a lot of big names that play there. It's a really it's really hard locals to play at. So you have to go against a lot of top players that have SJC tops, trophies, all of them. You got Thomas Mack there. If a lot of people don't know who Thomas Mack is, he doesn't like to travel a lot, but he just last year he went to Worlds. He came third place with Agents, and then this year he topped Nationals again with Chaos Dragons, but he ended up losing top 64. And back in the day when he used to play, like to travel a lot, he has I think 2 to 3 SJC tops. Top 8s before there was top 16s and stuff like that. Really good player. Uh, really good friend too. And you got a lot of other good players there too. So I just, and I was like, I wanted to go see how well I would do, and I wanted to try Gladiator Beast because a lot of people are like, oh. You just run Glads at other locals because you don't have to play against a lot of top tier decks because some people don't play top tier and you have to go against a couple. So I was like, okay, well I'll take Glads and see how well I do with locals where it's all most of the time, not like 90% of the time, it's all meta at that locals. You got Wandups, you got Dino out of it, you got Chaos Strength, everything out like crazy. And I ended up getting 12th place. There was 5 rounds, so it's 40 people. It was last round. I was at table 5. I was like, cool. I only X1's getting in top 8, and I had to win. But I ended up losing because the Dark World player. Actually, I was surprised Dark World made it that far. He opened up with the nuts. Game 1, he set, and I was like, cool. I go do my moves and stuff. And then he goes, card destruction. Like, really? And he just dropped Grapha, double snow. Fuck, he just drew fucking crazy. And then he had the reckless create set. Then I was like, with it too. I was like, are you fucking serious? He had the reckless set last turn, so he just drew more cards and just went off. And I couldn't do nothing, just too much control in game 2. He had answers for everything again. So he had this he was able to put on. He went Starlight Road. And I was like, fuck. And got Stardust, and then he ended up drag downing my hand and hit my cores, and that was my only out to the whole field because he just had 5 back row and I couldn't do nothing. So I ended up losing because like he had an answer on the nuts both times in a row. So what are you gonna do? Shit happens. But I did what I proved my point about the Gladiator Beast can still be tier 1, be able to put up the fight against every deck. You just have to play the deck right. Like they're all on the round before the last round. Play against Chaos Dragons, gain 3 cubes of Future Fusion. And I was like, well, they decided a lot of they decided real to create. And a lot of people have to understand is that you can side macro with Gladiator Beast, and you're like you're obviously gonna side macro because injectors. So yeah, that's your defisher. And people don't understand is that they'll take out Reborn. People have to understand with Gladiator Beast, you have to keep Reborn in. And pretty much, because if you go against Chaos Dragons, they have 10 plus cards pretty much. Get rid of your macro and Royal Decree. So pretty much, that macro is probably not going to last that long. So they keep Reborn in just in case. That happened twice. Last week, the one guy got really mad because of Reborn. He's like, he keeps Reborn in macro. It's like, you never know. If you're playing Chaos Dragons, you can easily get rid of that macro. So, around the round before I won, yeah, I let the 5-headed go because I was kind of popping his back row and hitting his really great with Bestiari. I Wawaku set, and I forgot what I had on. I was like, I didn't have macro at all yet. And I was like, 5-headed dragon, it's on board. So I was like, okay. He was afraid to attack because he was afraid I'd deprison because I had a lot of back row. I was like, cool. I go. I switched to my Zen mains in attack mode. Besties in defense. I attack. I take 3,500. The guy was confused. I was like, and he had nothing. So I send him more metal to the grave. I go, Reborn, because I just pop 2 face downs, his decree, and return it like I read. And the whole time I was not touching a Future Future. I was not afraid of 5-headed dragon. And then I had Silent Judgment, Wawa Kill, and a warning. And so I phase pop his Future Future 5. I go. He goes, I he does the stuff, I negate everything this turn I win there. And because if I didn't have the Reborn, I would have lost. That just proves my point. So yeah, let's get into the deck. 2 Lucaris, standard, 2 Darius, 2 Equest, 1 Bestiary, 1 Mermillo, 1 Retiari. Standard monster count. 1 Stratus, 1 Prisma, still playing that type of build. Double Test Tiger. Double Effect Failure. I went back to double Effect Failure in the main because there's a lot of windups at the locals because of Fraser Smith and all of them. So I needed the hand traps to at least do something against the windups. So. And 1 Gores for the Dino Rabbit matchup. I'm starting to main Gores now, and I'm glad I am because Inzectors are dying off, especially next format, or it's gonna be good in the main deck. And one of the MVPs of the day, Granville. I've been deep in Dino Rabbit because of this card. So now for spells, 1 Polyduality still. 1 Soul Takers for the hero matchup, Chaos Dragons, and helps a little bit against the Dino Rabbit matchup. Triple Lance, still liking that. Double MST, Book of Moon, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, and Heavy Star for the staples. For traps, double War Chariot, double Deep Prison, double Bottomless Trap Hole. I ended up taking the Respites out for double Compulse. I feel Respite's not strong enough anymore, so I ended up putting Compulse in to give me more defense to help me win the game. 1 Wabaku card was the other MVP of the day. I am glad I put this in. This card won me so many games, and a lot of people were not prepared for a Wabaku play. 1 Torrential, and Starlight Road and the Assault Brigade. For a side deck, double Snowman Eater, double Kinetic Soldiers, so I like these over Snowman against, so 6 Samurai and Hero matchup because you're getting a lot more play now. 1 Retiari for the Inzector matchup, 1 Spear Reaper to help for Chaos Dragon matchup, and 1 Effect Failure for windups and Inzectors, double Chalice, 1 Smash Your Grounds for Dino Rabbit matchup. Other MVP of the day, won me so many games, Trap Stun. A lot of people were not prepared for it. If I play against a deck that allows to set out back row, I take the MSTs out, put just Trap Stun in, and this helps me win games. There's a lot of people not prepared, and I can just go off and win from there. So I'm glad I actually kept it in my side deck. And triple macro. So yeah, that's the side. Everybody does. My extra deck is always the same. So yeah, tell me you guys think this is a really, really good deck. I feel that Gladiators are still tier 1, especially the showing I had, and I might end up just playing this for Philly Regional on September 15th, making it for the new format. This can actually be in the new format. Nothing gets hit in it, but I might change a little bit of stuff because how the new meta is going to be with wobbles and everything like that. So yeah, tell me what you guys think. Peace, YouTube.